This story I'm about to tell you is a story of time. Did I say story? It is more about principles. Principles of survival. It's about war. Yes, I mean war. 2,500 years ago, these principles were enunciated by a warrior named Sun Tzu. So look around you. Have you realized that every day you are in a war? I'm not talking about the war of swords and trenches. I'm talking about wars of influence, wars for your time, wars for your money, and wars to win. And for 2,500 years, the ultimate playbook for winning these wars hasn't been a secret. It's been sitting on shelves waiting for you. Have you seen the book? This is The Art of War by Sun Tzu. And it's not about fighting. It's about winning without ever having to fight. Yeah. Winning without having to fight. How does that work? But first, who is this guy? Who is Sun Tzu? So why is he educating us about war? I will call Sun Tzu a phantom general from China's bloody warring states period. So Sun Tzu saw war. He wasn't a philosopher in a tower. He was likely a battlefield commander. He saw the cost of stupid bloody wars, head-on clashes, and asked why. One of the brilliant questions that he posed to humanity is, what is the most efficient way to win? His answer became 13 short chapters in a book. I'm talking about a small book. There are different versions of the book, somewhat different interpretations. You can imagine a book that was written more than 2,500 years ago. But there's a version of the book I'm presenting to you. This one, The Art of War by Sun Tzu, with a foreword by James Clavell. This is the one I am presenting to you. This is the one I read, and I like it because the theory, the principles have been simplified for deeper understanding. So this book isn't a history text. It looks small, but it's one of the most powerful books ever written. It is not about history. It is about strategy. It is an operating system for conflict. Some of us like war movies, but forget everything you see in a war movie. Come to reality now. The big hero moment is when you win without fighting. Let me say that again. The greatest victory is one where you are so prepared, so positioned perfectly that your opponent surrenders or collapses before the first punch is thrown. Let me say it again, and let me say it this way. The greatest victory is one where you are so prepared, so positioned perfectly that your opponent surrenders or collapses before the first punch is thrown. How? First, Sun Tzu says, know thyself. Then, know thy enemy. In this case, your opponent. I'm not talking about doing some research here. I'm talking about brutal honesty in a book. In a war situation, you have to identify your weakness. What are your weaknesses? Once you answer that question, you are preparing for victory. Then you look. What are your opponents looking for? What do they want from you? In business, in an argument, in a game, these must be the questions you should ask yourself. Sun Tzu makes another point. Is it every battle you go into? Pick your battles, he advised. Don't fight on your opponent's terms. Don't argue on their turf. If the terrain is bad, walk away. Live to fight another day on your perfect ground. Third, he makes a point that deception is key. Deception. Deception as a strategy of war. He says, appear weak even when you are strong. But that is sometimes. He says, be chaotic even when you are organized. He's saying, make your opponent look the wrong way. It is about controlling perception, a poker face, a surprise product launch, a feint in a game. It is not just for war, I hope you know. Let's read from the book. I'm going to read just from 2 pages. It is better you read it yourself. I want to read from page 32 of the book, The Art of War by Sun Tzu. James Clavell wrote the foreword to this one, the one I read. If you look at chapter 6, weak points and strong points, Sun Tzu says, whoever is first in the field and awaits the coming of the enemy will be fresh for the fight. Whoever is second in the field and has to hasten to battle will arrive exhausted. So what's the saying? Promptness, promptness, promptness. Be early, be early. Therefore, the clever combatant imposes his will on the enemy, but does not allow the enemy's will to be imposed on him. He makes the point, by holding out advantages to him, he can cause the enemy to approach of his own accord, or by inflicting damage, he can make it impossible for the enemy to draw near. In the first case, he will It is Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. Okay, let's open the lines. Let's talk. I've said a lot already this morning. So call the radio station on 070694 93000 and 070144 75770. The station's numbers are 070694 93000. You can also call 070 144 75770. Remember, we are streaming on Edmond Obilo's YouTube page. So you can join me on YouTube. Hello, good morning. It's breaking. Hello?
Hello, okay. Are you hearing me?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Yes, I'm calling you from the farm.
Is that Sadu Imodagbe?
Yes.
Sadu, good to hear your voice.
Yes, thank you very much.
How are you?
I want to ask. I am fine.
Good.
Does it mean an African woman does not respect elders or a governor in that matter? Is that so desperate in their political aspiration? I think Africa will way of peace or doing this. We still put a man in such a position and give him the deserving respect. To me, it is unfortunate. If I were the governor, I would conclude my speech and let the heaven fall. Thank you very much.
Okay, he concluded his speech and the heavens did not fall. Thank you, Sadu Imodagbe. The lines are open. Join the discourse.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Edmond.
J.K. Olashukbo.
Good morning, sir.
I greet
Long
you.
time.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Concerning your topic this morning, concerning the issue that happened at the palace in Ife, is an eyesore. It's an eyesore, and I don't know. Some people are saying that they have a relationship, this or that. Is relationship meant for public assault? If you have any relationship, you do it at the background, not in the open. The first lady merely loaded this over the governor, not on her own power, but on borrowed power, because she herself has no power. He has no political power, not appointed, not elected, nothing. But doing that in the open, that is so unfortunate, so unfortunate. I believe she needs to throw apology, even to the state, not the governor, to the state, because the governor happened to be the chief host at that event. Though you are the one being crowned this or that, just to facilitate with the king. But now he's the chief host for that state. Well, I don't know how people think. That is my own position. Good morning.
Good morning, J.K. Olashukbo. Good morning. Is power about who is elected? Some people are not elected, but they are more powerful than those elected. Power is about energy. You can own it. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Edmund, you are welcome back from your move. We miss you a lot, but you are ably represented by Mike Lapidus. With the exception of that psychological aspect of your speech. Now, let me go straight to the point of Nismaland. It's not a new thing. Omisore did it before. Adeleke. It's now history.
What did Omisore do? What did Omisore do, Baba?
Instances of that nature was happening at Ninfa Palace. Edmond, you should know. You don't expect to happen what we need. Omisore did for Adeleke.
Yes, that's what I'm asking. Because Omisore will not accept.
It was a public affair. Everybody knew that. Let me go with Edmond. Permit me to say my word. You see, Oluremi Tinubu is showing us that even after Tinubu's reign, she will be a woman activist. Now, it's not a new thing. Oluwole, they are the Nnamdi and the person they are one of the we witnessed it when we were young. We had women activists in the past. Edmond, Ransom Kuku, Funmilayo Ransom Kuku was a woman activist. So whatever happens at home, this it should not be a new thing for us, and heavens will not fall. Let me put it just shortly like that. People should know words of elders and words of wisdom. I talk from what I experienced. Thank you very much, Edmund.
But when elders speak, they should also speak with clarity. Give us details. What happened? What did Omisore do?
Edmund, I am an elder, and I'm going. Elders who knew what happened. People don't know. Those who knew me, maybe some people. It's not me that will tell you what Omisore is. But like is no more, and Omisore is still alive. God bless you. Let's put it there.
All right. The words of elders are words of wisdom.
Yes.
Chibolaniwa, thank you for calling the radio station.
God bless you.
Elders. They will take us here, beat us round, beat us here. They won't hit the nail on the head. And we can't question elders. So we'll let elder go. All right. The lines are open.
Hello.
Hello.
Edmund. I'm Eddie.
SB Abuduni.
From Akwete. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
See, there are certain things you cannot say. You know.
Sir, your voice is so low.
All right. I will shout now. All right. You see, the character of that woman has been constant. We had similar incidents with Funmilayo, and he behaved the same way. We are used to things like Israel listening or past or just went to a gathering and started to command the robbers, sit down, right, sit, stand up. You remember that episode?
Yes.
It's about the character of Baba. The same thing happened to this woman. There was no need for her to have done that. No, it is wrong. Anyway, life is a place where people learn lessons. Maybe it's time we also learn that it is wrong to live that way. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for calling the radio station. Thank you. The lines are open. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm not sure Olufemi is my name, and I'm calling from Challenge.
Thank
You
you.
see, one thing that strikes my mind about Remi Tinubu's attitude at Ileife. You at the start of your program, you made mention of the fact that Remi Tinubu is a pastor, and here we have a governor that is praising God, whom she claimed to be a pastor under. Yes, it means she is a pastor by mouth and not in deed. We went ahead to say Ileife belongs to about 21 votes.
201.
But I want you to believe and know that the God whom the governor is praising is the God of all gods, the supreme God. So, for Tinubu to go against it, I don't know what to say about that. She's arrogant, and she should apologize as people have been saying. Thank you.
Power does not apologize. So, have you seen when big power apologize? Oluremi should not apologize. So, no. There's another caller here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Edmund. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
This is Engineer Nee from Lagos.
Happy to hear your voice.
Last FM, Integrity Station. Talking about Oluremi Tinubu's action at the palace. See, these are politics, our democracy or politicking is taken beyond measure. She do follow her trajectory. She quarrel with Inomolaye at the Senate. Smart Adeyemi was shouting, the bandits were killing their people too much. He was lamenting on the floor of the Senate. And Remi Tinubu said, are you part of them now? Are you no more with us? Have you joined them now that you are now saying that they are killing? If you trace our trajectory, you know that some people are just there for power. And I know we in the Southwest, we are Omoluabi. Some visitors have come to us to pollute our system. We cannot accept what she did. And even though Oni should not have allowed it, he was the host. And because politics has infiltrated our system, our traditional system, otherwise, who are those people that can talk at the palace of Oni? The governor is the number one citizen of the state. We don't even recognize Oluremi Tinubu in Osun State. I'm a native of Osun State. And talking about Omisore never did anything against Bolaidi. I was alive. I saw it. I was there. Nothing like that. Omisore didn't do anything of such. Personally, he did not do it. And he would look at what Bolaidi even did for Omisore. Omisore will have been the first governor of Osun State. It's Bolaidi that asked him to step down for BC Akande. And that is the problem we are facing on today, which should not have been. People should not come on here to start to tell the story that they don't know anything about. Then coming to the issue of the governorship of APC, which is very appalling. Autocratic system. This is not democratic system. You have people to go and buy forms, expression of interest, and nomination form. They have spent more than 52 million in their campaign period. Then at the time you now said you disqualified them for no just cause. Then you summon them to Abuja. They go and work for our candidate. We will compensate you. Then you came out with another news entirely that they are the one that agreed to go and work. What compensation? If they are now, they spend more than 150 million in that process, each of them. What kind of compensation? Then we will talk that, they say that they are stealing money. Can anybody fault that? This democracy, the way they are going about it is terrible. And the way Mr. President is going about his politics is another thing entirely. It's not done anywhere. Let them retrace themselves. It is becoming too expensive. Spending our money anyhow. And the system being articulated is not economically good for the benefit, for the good of Nigeria and the Nigeria entirely. They should retrace their steps. We are not in good hands. We need a change. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you. So as we speak, the Accord Party has a gubernatorial candidate in Osun State. He is Nuruddin Adeleke. But wait, is Adeleke a Muslim or a Christian? Or is Muslim, Christian, pagan? Perhaps he confused Oluremi. His name is Nuruddin. His name is Ademola. Huh? Or is Adeleke playing politics with the name of God? And Tinubu said, no, stop it. Because she was irritated. They said she should apologize. Do power apologize? APC has a candidate. His name is Bola Oyebamiji, former Commissioner for Finance during Aregbesola and Oyetola's time. He is from Ikire. That's the APC's candidate. ADC has a candidate. Najim Dim Salam, former speaker during Aregbeshola's time. He's from Ejigo. Politics and power. Bosun is here. Bosun, I pick the call. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. The ball is in your court.
Thank you.
Okay, we can't take that call. That line is breaking. Bosun, the line is breaking. It's not. Yes, I can see. I saw a message from. Do you have a caller? Okay, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Long time, everyone. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes, my name is Suleiman Matthew Batunde. Let me start with the discussion with you said something else now I will take you to the Bible. A woman that hears somebody, her husband who was praising God, that was David. In fact, she paid dearly for it. Because in the Bible, there was no woman that was barren except her, because she mocked her husband who was praising God. Because we made mention of 201 gods. Even in Elizabeth, they recognize the Elizabeth marriage, which is a God in heaven. And anyone that actually hears or stops a kind of praise to a God of heaven will definitely change the consequence. Now, when we look at what she does, now, it is an abuse to Adeleke, to the people of Osun State, and to the constitution of Nigeria. Because this is an individual who does not have any recognition or role in the constitution of Nigeria. And now looking at a man that has a role in the constitution of Nigeria to actually disgrace him in such a way. But you see, I want to give credit to Ademola Adeleke, because he actually handled the whole thing maturely, which shows that that is the kind of time or mind that we need to govern our space called Nigeria. Now, when you look at a proverb in Yoruba, it says a good elder will not be in the market and observe an infant who is on his mother's back for his head to wobble. And that's why when elders talk, we look at the adjective, are they good or low? And lastly, I love this quote by the former Senate President Okango, who said, when you allow your emotions to come in, if you are overwhelmed with your emotions, so much so that justice and peace and justice and peace is sacrificed or is made secondary, then your education and your exposure is useless. I think we need to apologize to all Nigerians and the people of Oyo State. That is appalling. And lastly, as well, for the gubernatorial election, I think it is about the people, not about the party. Whatever party that remember Peter Obi does not have a governor, does not have anybody, and he paid over 6 million votes. So it's going to be strictly the people, except if they want to see the lot of the people, just as this Martin says, those who make peaceful change impossible will definitely make violent change inadmissible. Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Thank you. I appreciate your calls. But let me state here, I don't want any apology from Oluremi. So if she decides to apologize tomorrow, she should remove my name from it. She should keep her apology. I like what happened. It is marvelous in my eyes. Okay? Remember, I can be sarcastic. I hope you know. I have a message here. It's a message from Oladele Ido Joseph. Oladele says, comparing Oluremi Tinubu with Funmilayo and Sokuti seems like an insult to the iconic legacy of the Kuti family. Did I compare them? Huh? I didn't compare them. I only mentioned Funmilayo and Sokuti. I never did a comparative analysis of both women. Huh? I only said Funmilayo grabbed the Oro stick and ran with it. Okay? Oladele Ido Joseph, I know you understand anyway. He says they are simply not in the same class by any measure. How? How? Take it easy. However, on a lighter note, Oladele Ido Joseph says if Madam Remi Tinubu hadn't cut in on Governor Adeleke that day, the man would have danced galala until the lights went out. Perhaps he might still be dancing till now. Okay. Oladele Ido Joseph, happy to read your message. Funmilayo and Kuti. I have a book here. See, there's a new book out. This book is entitled Ahame Fula, A Family's Journey Through Detention and Loss, written by Ezinne Ibe. It's one of the latest books in bookstores. Ahame Fula, A Family's Journey Through Detention and Loss by Ezinne Ibe. A new book, a true life story. Ahame Fula is a deeply personal account of one family's harrowing journey through loss, injustice, and resilience in 1989 Nigeria, a year defined by the Structural Adjustment Program SAP riot and the grip of military rule. When 21-year-old Ahame Fula, a university student, is wrongly arrested during the chaos of nationwide protest and disappears without trial, his family is thrust into a relentless search for answers. As they navigate the opaque and indifferent corridors of government bureaucracy, they are also mourning the death of another child, Saad. The weight of these twin tragedies reveals the quiet, unwavering strength that binds them. Ahame Fula, A Family's Journey Through Detention and Loss, written by Ezinne Ibe. I interviewed her recently. You will listen to that interview. I have a book here entitled A Short Stroll Along History Avenue by Femi Kehinde. A Short Stroll Along History Avenue by Femi Kehinde. Chapter 6 of this book is entitled Feminism as a Credible Force Against Colonialism and Imperialism. The Funmilayo and Kuti story as pathfinder in Nigeria. Feminism as a credible force against colonialism and imperialism. The Funmilayo and Kuti story as pathfinder in Nigeria. I interviewed Femi Kehinde on that chapter of the book. So let's listen to Femi Kehinde talk about Funmilayo and Kuti on State Affairs. at the Nigerian society of today, because I see a woman who was quite deliberate. When she returned to the country from the UK, she opened a literacy center to train the women of Egba to develop their minds, knowing that it's a developed mind that can stand for his or her right.
Yes.
So it was deliberate.
It was deliberate. She lived a purposeful life. And she used Abeokuta as a litmus test of opportunity that will pervade the entire structure of Nigeria. She brought women activism, galvanized women together. Adia Gambu Sawaba in the north came to Abeokuta to learn from her. Margaret Epo, the great woman in Calabar. Mary Okala, and so many others.
Even
Elizabeth Adekobe, who was a political rival, but who believed in the same cause of women activism. The 1953 Conference for Women, National Conference for Women, all over Nigeria, was in Abeokuta, organized by Funmilayo Ransom Kuti. As at 1949, this woman had traveled to the Eastern region to fight for the cause of women in the Eastern region, to fight for the cause of women during the Iver Valley.
The Iver Valley mine massacre in
Enugu. The very own year that was murdered in the Enugu prison. And Mary Okala, when the two minds met in Enugu, she said her life had changed by the visit of Funmilayo. I wonder how she mustered the strength to even do all of this.
Reading her story inspires me.
It is an inspiring story.
Let's come back to Abeokuta. They revolted against abnormal tax.
Yes, and so native authority. They revolted against abnormal tax for women, so native authority, and asked for representation in the government.
And the men did not listen initially.
They protested for 7 days. They become an instrument of violence on the entire Egba nation, on the Adeleke of Abeokuta, Oba Samuel Oladapo Ademola. He thought it was a joke. They harassed them by bringing out oracles and said that whoever sees that oracle will not see the next day. Funmilayo grabbed the stick and now told Oba Ademola that you have been terrorizing us with your pennies and saying that you are our husband. Today we are going to reverse the order, and use our vagina in Yoruba to now take over the rule of husbands. And when this man, this also literate Oba, Egba was a literate society. As far back as the 1880s, the Adeleke of Egba land had visited England, the Queen of England. So they didn't believe that it would happen. And then the Adeleke had the support of the Oyinbos, the colonial officer, who threatened Funmilayo.
Some of them were even beaten up.
Funmilayo grabbed the steering of the Oyinbo man, the deal, and said he would not leave the palace.
This is pure resistance.
Pure resistance. The man squeezed himself out and escaped. He said Funmilayo was a devilish woman. And Funmilayo replied that you are born, but not bred. Can you talk to a woman like that? And it was on this resistance that the Adeleke of Egba, Oba Samuel Oladapo Ademola, was chased out of the palace.
They chased the king out of the palace.
After 7 days revolt. He was even abducted. And you see, interestingly, I had opportunity of a living testimony from the late Oba Lamidi Olayiwola DME, the Alaafin for you, whom I was very close with.
He was at the palace then?
He was then living with Oba Samuel Oladapo in the palace and was attending Aki Primary School. Because his father had noticed that one day Lamidi Olayiwola will become Alaafin for you. In fact, he had prepared 2 of his children, Peter Olayiwola, to live with the Oba of Ijebu-Igbo, Rimolusi, and then Lamidi Olayiwola. The 2 of them were Olayiwolas, the same age, the same people, to live at the Aki Palace. And he told me his experience. What they saw within those 7 days. In fact, his schooling was disrupted, and he saw the activism of Funmilayo and wondered how a woman could be this strong, powerful, and deviant.
She was daring.
bold, assertive, and daring.
She was really a lioness.
Of Lishabi. And towards the end of 1948, he was sent on exile to Osogbo, the capital of present Osun State. And Lamidi Olayiwola was part of his entourage. He followed him to exile.
This was before independence.
This was 1948 to 1950.
State Affairs with Edmond Bilo is live.
Splash FM 105.5.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ó ga owó gbogbo ìgbà tí mo bá fi owó ránṣẹ́ tàbí owó wọlé fi hàn kó máa fa oríṣiríṣi owó yọ lọ́wọ́ mi ni. Owó àláàtì, owó ìfowóránṣẹ́ àti owó lórí pé mo san bíìlì pẹ̀lú wọn kò láàánú ènìyàn rárá o. Ṣé o ti gbọ́ pé pẹ̀lú smart cash o lè fi owó ránṣẹ́ sí ilé ìfowópamọ́ mìíràn sọ gbogbo bíìlì rẹ kó lè tún gba àláàtì gbogbo rẹ̀ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. Kódà ó máa sọ ìdá mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún owó èlé fún ẹ lórí owó tí o bá fi pamọ́ lọ́dún. Ṣé lóòótọ́? Àwìn fọmọ mi. Báwo ni mo ṣe máa darapọ̀ mọ́ smart cash? Ó yá ká lọ kọ́ńtẹ́ *939# tàbí kí o download app smart cash lónìí kí o lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbádùn gbogbo ìdúnàdúrà rẹ láì ní owó àfikún kankan. Smart cash money matter sense. Smart cash wọ́n látọwọ́ Airtel.
On the first day of Christmas, Maggie get to me. Just like this, so yeah, 11 originally. Time for my mind, 9 for you. 8 pepper of wabi, 7 pepper soup. 6 is in sales, 5 fish, 4 go bangles, 3 package of love, 2 is dodo, and 2 food to go see. Maggie. Have a delicious holiday season with Maggie. Me and Maggie, so good together. Me and Maggie, so good together. Maggie,
Since 1960, when I got back in first shine for sun, we move on, we build dreams, then one by one. Whether the house, school, road, or even bridge, we did some one family, business, and country. Beyond cement, we dey build better dream. Beyond concrete, the fact they build nation. Beyond structures, we dey build correct future. We dey for people the planet.
Lafarge, a member of Machine, Beyond Buildings.
Àkókò ọ̀tọ́lẹ̀ lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi rí nínú ọdún a sì ti ṣetán láti kọrin káyé bọ́ọ̀dọ́. Láti wá fúnrẹ́rì ìfẹ́ ẹ̀bùn àlàáfíà àti ìgbàlà tí Adéda fi fún wa ẹja kọrin láti fàwọn Ọlọ́run tó kún fún ìtùnú àti ìrètí aláìlópin sọ̀kalẹ̀. Àṣálẹ́ orin yìí Kérésìmesì ti Splash FM àti Lagelu FM tó ti wọlé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀. Splash Lagelu FM Evening of Carols 2025 is here. Ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo wọn parapọ̀ ṣàjọyọ̀ sáà àtàkùkọ aláìláfiwé tó ń dùn mọ́ wa sí i. Darapọ̀ mọ́ wa níbi àṣálẹ́ orin yìí ti Kérésìmesì lọ́jọ́ 13 oṣù kejìlá yìí December 16, 2025 ní MAP 21 Event Center Adéọyọ̀ roundabout Ring Road Ìbàdàn látàgọ́ mẹ́rin ìrọ̀lẹ́ 4 p.m. Àwọn oríṣiríṣi orin àdídùn nípa ìgbé Kristi láwọn gbọ́lá tẹnu ẹgbẹ́ akọrin ti Celestial Church of Christ Mọ́kọ́lá Parish ẹgbẹ́ akọrin ti Malete Baptist Church àtàwọn olórin mímì bíi orí ọ̀fẹ́ sax Sọ́jà Papa ẹgbẹ́ akọrin ti Splash Lagelu FM. Lọ́jọ́ náà a ó fi àmì ẹ̀yẹ dá gbajúgbajà olórin ẹ̀mí ni Bukola Akíndéṣẹ́wọlé Jésù lọ́lá gẹ́gẹ́ bí akọrin nínú orin rere. Àṣálẹ́ orin yìí Kérésì ti Splash Lagelu FM 2025 ẹ wá àdùkú ládàbọ̀.
Start your day and have a good time. And when you need to have a break time, you're gonna take up for Garita.
December last month of the year. Oṣù pọ̀pọ̀ sí ọdún Kérésì tí ìnáwó máa ń pọ̀ tí bùkátà sì máa ń gara. Onílò owó tó pọ̀ láti gbọ́ pọ̀ bùkátà. Káàṣì ẹ̀ ti dúró déédéé láti rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ lọ́dún tó bá gbọ́ déédéé ti December. Àwọn obìnrin tó ń blé nìkan ló lè ṣe. Àmẹ́nu ṣe ra bàálù owó ní àtúndú sọ̀rọ̀. Mílíọ̀nù lọ́nà àádọ́ta náírà ní káàṣì ẹ̀ kó wá fáwọn olólùfẹ́ rẹ̀ láti pín nínú oṣù kejìlá yìí. Ṣé wá rí i pé ẹja ńlá no be small fish.
Ẹja ńlá no be small fish o.
Láti ṣiṣẹ́ lọ títí di òpin December bó bá ṣe ń ta káàṣì ẹ̀ ló sún mẹ́nu ọ̀nà oríire sí i. Owó táwọn èèyàn ń jẹ lójoojúmọ́ tó ti gbéra sí o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ti cashpot ọlọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ náà ti wọ next level. Bó bá ṣe ń ta káàṣì ẹ̀ lójoojúmọ́ ni ó jẹ́ kó lè kópa nínú ìyíkoto alágbára ńlá tá a pè ní Kérésìmesì cashpot ní December 24. Mílíọ̀nù mẹ́wàá náírà la ó pín lọ́jọ́ yẹn. Ẹyọ ẹnìkan ṣoṣo ni ó fi $1 million sí fàjẹ́. Ó dẹ̀ lè jẹ́ wọlé lórí náà. Mú ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ta náírà $500 péré kó o fi ta káàṣì ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú *347*1004*1# lórí Splash FM. Bó bá sì jẹ́ lórí Lagelu FM ni *347*1004*2# ní kó o tẹ tàbí www.cashshare.ng lórí ìtàkùn àgbáyé Ọ̀yọ́ State Gaming Board fọwọ́ sí. Ọmọ ọdún méjìdínlógún sókè nìkan ló lè kópa o. Kérésìmesì cashpot tó bù háyà káàṣì ẹ̀ nìkan ló lè sí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Every day when my children return from school, I don't recognize them. Hello? Do I know you?
It's us, mommy.
But these dirty sweaty uniforms and socks, we're clean in the morning. Everything don't transform. I understand though, school is hectic. It takes energy to come home this transformed. So I make sure they have some nutritious Milo at breakfast.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìyá rere àtọ́níṣègùn eyín mo máa fàní pàtàkì eyín funfun tó gbó kékeré pẹ̀lú ẹ̀rí músẹ́ àti èémí àkọ́tún nítorí èyí ni mo ṣe ń fún ẹbí mi nígboyà pẹ̀lú ọṣẹ ìfọyín Pepsodent Triple Protection 123 ọṣẹ ìfọyín mẹ́ta lọ́kàn ni tó ń dáàbò bo eyín wọn lọ́wọ́ ihò eyín ó ń fún wọn léyín tó funfun nẹ́nẹ́ àti èémí àkọ́tún ọṣẹ ìfọyín mẹ́ta nínú ẹyọ kan Pepsodent Triple Protection 123.
Every meal I cook must taste just right. Rich, delicious, full of love.
We hear you. Your Maggie Star in double cubes. Double the flavor, double the convenience. The same trusted taste you love. Maggie Star double cubes, made from fermented soya and other select ingredients for that deep flavor and quality that only Maggie brings to your dishes.
Absolutely delicious.
Get Maggie double cubes today. Me and Maggie, so good together.
There is December, and then there's MTN Yellow Tide December. From streets to rooftops, the wind is hitting with massive surprises. Juicy holiday bundles, giveaways, discounts, luxury experiences, and so much more. So whether you're based in Nigeria or you just got back, if you want to party, chill, watch movies, travel, and even for lovebirds getting married, Yellow Tide is here to turn up the vibe this season. The ginger will be unmatched. The vibe will be on point. The shutdown will be massive. No darling, don't miss the wave. Visit yellowtide.mtn.ng now to vibe with the Yellow Tide.
My city at 25.
Ọdún mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dọ́gbọ̀n tí wọ́n máa estate fi sọ̀pọ̀ èèyàn tó nílé lórí.
Èyí ló bí ẹ̀dínwó 25% discount.
You were an infantry officer.
Infantry, yeah.
Who is an infantry officer?
If infantry officer, like I said, they are the basic combat arm of the army. Everything the army is doing is for the infantry and the armored officer or personnel